So we are up close and personal, and your girl is looking a little crazy because her eyebrows ain't done. Well, if you want to learn more about how to achieve a decent looking eyebrow, I'm not going to say it's the best, but I'm going to just show you my eyebrow routine, especially if you might have, you know, a cut or something. Your eyebrows are definitely related, but they're not quite sisters, not quite twins. This is the brow routine for you. Also, if you have sparse little eyebrow hairs, like, I don't know what it was going. Anyway, we about to get into this tutorial. I'm going to show you two different eyebrows. One is going to be using a pencil, and then the other is going to be if you are a gel type of person. So I'm going to do both. So just stay tuned. Okay, so we are going to start by brushing the brow hairs up. Unfortunately, I don't have my Anastasia brow pencil, so I can't show you two different types of brows. But if I can find it in another video, I'll do my brows with a pencil. So I use the BellaPierre Cosmetics Stay Put Brow Gel in the color Licorice. I think I got this in a previous Ipsy bag, and I actually really like it. So what I like to do is I've already put the product on my brush, and I like to kind of start in the middle. Let me scoot up a little bit. So I like to kind of start in the middle and bring the product backwards, and I follow just my regular brow shape. And then I do the same with the top. Okay. And then I take what's left and I kind of just fill in the brow hairs. And if it goes a little over or whatever, it's fine, because you can always clean it up with concealer. I usually don't clean it up with concealer, actually, surprisingly. Just because I feel like that just makes it look less natural. I mean, people are going to know that you have makeup on, but you want them to, like, question, do she or do she not? Like, I don't know. And so then I added a little bit more product, and I'm going to go right back in and just continue to kind of fill in these areas. And then I'm going to take what's left of that and lightly, like, do not even apply that much pressure. Like, I'm just kind of lightly brushing this against my skin, and then I like to flick upwards because that's the way that my brow hairs go. And then up here, just gonna keep doing that. And I always start with this brow, but because this brow is shaped a little differently, like, I end up having to come back and fix this brow and make it like higher and stuff. So I'm just gonna do that now. I'm just gonna start about right here, not applying too much pressure, and then here is where I want to start applying that pressure, just to get the color to be deeper. Hopefully you guys can see this, because I cannot tell. Am I out of focus? If I was out of frame or whatever this whole time, I'm gonna be so pissed. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to this and just keep adding a little bit as I see fit. The shape is kind of there, but it's not perfect, but we're gonna clean that up in a minute. So we're gonna move on to this eyebrow. Do the same thing. Start in the middle and then follow your natural shape, and at the beginning just adding a little light pressure here. All right. And then what I'm going to do here, since there's no brow hairs, obviously, just going to fill it in. And I'm using kind of little strokes, even though that really doesn't matter for me. And then here, I'm just gonna graze over the top, no pressure really being added. Okay, and then I'm gonna do that same thing and just flick up here. All right, that's it. No, I'm just playing. That is not it whatsoever. God dang, I'm hot as hell. Whew, so the next thing, oops, that I'm gonna do is take this flat top concealer brush. This is a Morphe M410. I'm trying to make sure that I'm still like in focus, that y'all can see. So what I'm gonna do is use that same concealer that I used earlier, put a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna take this brush right here, and I'm gonna dip into that concealer on both sides. And here we go. So I'm gonna start again in the middle. And I'm just gonna go back. And then I just have a little bit of product on right now. And I'm just gonna kind of tap and drag, because we don't want this happening down there. Like it's a lot of concealer deposited right there. So I'm gonna do that same thing, tap and drag, just to disperse that. All right, and then I'm liking it. Not bad. So I'm just gonna take this and bring the rest of that down. And I have a concealer brush that I use, well, a brush that I use to like kind of blend out the concealer. It's a 24 BH Cosmetics brush. So I'm just gonna take that and just kind of blend this out. Because I also, whenever I'm doing eyeshadow, I like to prime my eyes with concealer. So now we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. Start in the middle, kind of line this out, then bring it back, pat and swipe at the front, and then just bring that all down. And then blend that out. Alright, and then I usually like to go in with a concealer that's close to my skin tone for the top, but what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of that Marc Jacobs foundation, just a little tiny bit, because this stuff is expensive, and then use that to fix the top. I don't really feel like I need to fix the top of this. I'm just gonna go here. There's like a little small weird like ness going on over here. So I'm just gonna take this and do. Alright, I'm gonna take the back of my Fenty sponge, just kind of pounce that in. Whew. and you have brows. And the last step for brows that you want to do, just to bring some realness back into those brows, is to take a brow gel. I like to use the e.l.f. Brow gel. It comes as an eyelash and eyebrow gel. I use both sides for my brows because why not? So you just want to take that and just kind of run it through the brows. This one's out. I have another one, but it's all the way in the living room. So you're just going to take that and just brush it through, and there you have it. Brows are complete. So stay tuned for the finished look, and that's going to just be finished by completing the eye look. So check out my next video. Bye.